Well, it seems like within the space of a few days, a bunch of new electric cars now get the $7,500 tax credit in the United States, which is fantastic news. I don't know if this is going to be around for long, but if you're living in the US, you might want to know this stuff because, well, these EV tax credits could disappear within, well, 1 month, maybe 2 months, 3 months. It might not be far away. So if you've been looking at buying an electric car, well, now is probably the absolute perfect time you can do so. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. It's great to have you with us. Guys, I don't have any of these models of EV. We don't get this EV tax credit here in Australia. I have an XPeng G6, as I'm sure most of you know, and it's been a great car, but there are some other options. I mean, you guys can't buy the XPeng G6 in Australia. You can't buy, in America, you can't buy any Chinese cars really in America, other than, well, there's a couple you can buy. I'll talk about those in a separate video. Now, the Cybertruck now qualifies for the EV incentive, right? The dual motor version, not the super performance beast version. Dual motor Cybertruck now qualifies for the $7,500 tax credit, but so do some Hyundai and Kia EVs as well. New to the list of models getting the EV tax credit in America are the 2025 Hyundai Ioniq 5, which has more range than the previous version. The 2025 Hyundai Ioniq 9, to be honest, I don't think you can buy those yet anyway, so that might not end up happening, but in theory, that gets it. The 2025 Kia EV6, the 2025 Kia EV9. So the 2025 electrified Genesis GV70, that also qualifies for the EV tax credits. Genesis GV70, I don't think it's a better car, to be honest, than the Hyundai Ioniq 5, but if you're a fan of Genesis, then by all means. Like I said, the Ioniq 9 isn't on sale yet, but if Trump doesn't get rid of the EV tax credits, which you never know, maybe he won't, I think he will, but if he doesn't, then that will get it. The Ioniq 5 and the EV6 are two very, very good electric cars. Theoretically, they can charge up to 350 kilowatt charging speeds. In the real world, it's probably closer to 280 kilowatt, but still very, very good. Now, the other cool thing about these cars is they will come equipped with Tesla's NACS charging port. So you will be able to use Tesla's entire supercharger network. You won't pay the price that Tesla owners pay unless you get a subscription. If you get a monthly subscription, you can pay the same price. But if you don't do that, then the price is usually around about 30% more expensive. But anyway, it's still really cool to have that option of being able to use the Tesla supercharger network. It is unquestionably the best supercharger network in the world that I've seen. Now, interestingly, even though these new EVs qualify for tax credits in the US, some vehicles don't anymore. No Rivians qualify anymore. The reason for this is the battery sourcing materials. So apparently Rivians were sourcing their battery materials from China or something like that. So no Rivians qualify anymore. Cybertruck now qualifies. Not sure how or why. Maybe it's possible that Tesla are saying they get the lithium from Australia, which is technically a trade partner with the United States. That's a theoretical possibility. I'm not really sure why. But anyhow, good to see these new EVs qualify. Disappointing to see that Rivians don't qualify anymore. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Will this affect your purchasing decision? Will you now buy one? Have you been holding off for this to happen? I don't know that the price will be much cheaper for consumers because we know that Kia and Hyundai have been offering discounts to kind of reflect the fact that their vehicles didn't qualify for EV incentives, but now that they do, they might not have those same discounts on anymore. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Bye-bye. There's a new Hyundai Ioniq 5. It's actually pretty cool, and it comes with an XRT trim. Here are all the details for the 2025 model and whether or not I think you should actually consider buying one. I'll tell you the truth because I want to do this more often, just tell you whether or not I would buy it or whether I recommend you buy it depending on what your needs are. Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. Great to have you with us. If you'd like to support the channel, become a YouTube member. You can get access to some videos that are not on the main channel. I'll put a link in the description below to that page. Now also guys, for those of you who haven't yet, here in Australia, there are some new cars coming out. The XPeng G6 is about to be out pretty soon. Approximate price for the long range version is $60,000. That includes, well, there's no options, 20-inch rims. If you want those, it comes with those. And I have pre-ordered. So if you'd like to as well, I don't make any money out of this, to be clear, but you do get a free charger and installation of that charger if you order through my link, which is kind of exciting that I've got that deal for you guys. So I'll put a link in the description below, and yeah, you can click it. By the way, it is a refundable pre-order. Hyundai have introduced the facelifted Ioniq 5. This will be the first car manufactured in the United States in Georgia at their Meta plant. Don't know why they call it the Meta plant, but anyway, it's the Meta plant. This means the model will qualify for a $3,750 tax credit. The only way to get the full $7,500 is if you lease it. And the reason is because I believe the battery cells themselves are not manufactured in the United States. Anyhow, it's made in America. That's good news. It gets a light refresh. New bumpers, revised spoiler, new wheels that are more aerodynamic, which is a good thing. Buyers will also get other choices for colors. You've got Atlas White Matte, Ecotronic Grey Matte, Celadon Grey Matte. Those are in addition to the existing colors that you can already buy. Interior changes. There's a new steering wheel, an updated center console, revised switchgear that includes physical buttons for frequently used features. There's also additional standard equipment, which varies on which model you get. However, there's a new variant that is, I like it. I really like it. It's called the XRT. It looks a little bit like a Subaru Crosstrek. Anyway, it looks like an off-road, slightly more off-road version of the Hyundai Ioniq 5. So what does it get? Well, black plastic. I normally don't really like black plastic that much, but I'd get this in black. I think that would work well. Yeah, anyhow, black plastic. With the black plastic, I think different with other colors, I think it's too much black plastic. Anyhow, you also get digital camo patterns on the bumpers and fender flares. It looks like it's had a lift, and it has. It's a lift of 0.9 inches, so let's just say 1 inch. That's about 23 millimeters. It's got matte black 18-inch wheels, so smaller wheels with all-terrain tires. Much better tires if you want to do some occasional off-roading, driving on sand, etc. That's what I do. I drive on sand a little bit. Other highlights: red tow hooks, exclusive colors, ultimate red and cosmic blue pearl, and it has dual motors, of course, long-range battery, dual motor. This is kind of a cool car. I like the XRT. Anyway, you've also got H-Tex upholstery on the backrest, badging saying it's special. I don't know why they bother with this stuff. I don't think it matters. But anyway, it's also got a black headliner and all-weather floor mats. All-weather floor mats, you want those. I have those in my cars. If you've got kids, you need all-weather floor mats.